The example here is the counter is equal to 100. The 100 counter is the variable name. 100 is the value. The value is assigned to the counter equal to the assignment work. Assignmenting means assigning 100 is the value which is assigning to the variable, that is counter. Counter is a variable name. Just variable name can be anything, but it should be an there is something like there is identifier, right? Usually Python is having identifier means the name used to be identify variables, means whatever the function class name you define, whatever you define in the Python, it will be an variable function class names, that is identifier. It should be some rules has to follow for to define the variables or identifier. Keywords won't be used as variables. There are some system defined keywords, those cannot be used as those cannot be used as variables. Variable name should be different than the keywords. I'll go through keywords. Next we'll see what are the keywords available from Python inbuilt, the inbuilt keywords. Usually this Python identifier means the name used to identify variable, function, all those things. It should be start with A to Z. In the last session we covered, right? A to Z or an underscore followed by 0 or more letter. So like that we need to start with the variable name. Hope you are getting everything what I was trying to say is Python identifier or class name, whichever will be used in Python. So there is some rules need to follow for identifier. It can be start with A to Z or A to Z and underscore followed by 0, but it cannot be start with digits directly. So here Python does not allow punctuation characters such as at, dollar, percentage. These are within, there is a rule for to define the identifiers. See, class name start with the uppercase letter and all other identifiers start with the lowercase letters. So I'll show you how it will be while defining the class, what the class is, how the class is defined and function is defined. Variable just an item number where will be some storing some value. Are you able to see my screen, right? Anyone can text. Hello? So right to left side. So whatever the right is value, so this value is assigned to counter. In the variable name, same thing, miles, name, again name is just a string. This is a floating point and name, all those things. Let us see here. So what I am defining over here is the name. Name is an variable. So I am defining that's a just Rajkumar. So now what I will do is, if I say name, it gives me the variable which I have assigned. So variable is nothing but just a memory location to store the value. Now coming back to here, variables assignment is just an assignment equal to operator where it will be equal. You will be assigning something to the variable. So means value is assigned to variables. So keywords are something a reserved word which are predefined from the Python. So you will get built in. Usually in C also you will be having some predefined keywords, right? Here also we have something called keywords, that is Python keywords. We'll see what are those, but those are the reserved words. Keywords cannot be used as variable. Remember this. So whichever the keywords, like all the keywords you cannot use as a variable. And uh, except three keywords, all keywords start with lower letter. I'll show what are those one. One is true, another is false, one more is none. So these three only start with capital, and all other keywords start with lowercase letters. So here you go. See here, like keywords. There are almost there are more keywords available, but only few things will be we are using in the programming languages. See, define is used. We have so many. Okay, we have almost 16 to 20 36 or something keywords, but most of the time we'll be using few things. Those are here. And is the operator, or all logical pass, some passing the command. Print is the one which will be using for your output screen. On screen output, it will give you the on screen output in the command line. Rise is some exception rising, returning the value for the function. So these are the predefined keywords, and lambda is a special case. There will be special function it will be used. We'll go through each and everything whenever we'll be following one by one. So we'll see all these things will be used in your programming. Class name, define is the function, delete, if, else, or, elif. Yield is the result. It will give some. It will hold some storing value. With, not, not in. These are so many things. We'll see one by one. It will cover most of the things in while writing a functions. Writing functions are in logical operator where we'll be using if and else loop functions. When you're writing some programs for using if conditions, if loop condition, for loop, so there will be using most of the keywords. Just remember one thing, there are predefined keywords are there. Those are the constant, but you cannot use them as variable. Variable name cannot be with keywords. Input output. Input means command line command line input, where two types of input. One is command line input, and then output is whatever the print statement you will be using, right? Print statement is to get the output on the screen. Input is something you have to want to pass it while execution time. There are types of this. Usually, what you will do is sometime will be mentioning the variable value directly, and sometime you want to pass it at the time of runtime. How we'll be doing, we'll see it actually. So what actually how it will come as that one. So input output nothing but at the time at the runtime you'll be passing some input value, and output is the print statement where you'll getting on the screen that result whatever you want to, whether it is return value, be it true or false for prints or something. So last session only we have seen indentation. Why indentation is very important in Python. Usually in other languages, all the programs start with right something braces, but here in Python it is indentation. So we'll see now on the input output function. Input. Okay. So this is something raw input. In 2.7, the input is raw input. In 3.0, you use as a input as a statement directly. So it is there is a difference in 3.0 and in 2.7. So this is a something like it will be statement. It will be raw input. It will give you when you say this, it will ask you the time of execution. See, I have mentioned it raw input. So after entering it, it may asking me to the value whichever want. I have what I have mentioned is here. Enter the name of your college, something like this. So it will show you the JNTU. Where these will be used, it will be used somewhere you want to pre see. Most of the time, what you will be doing in the programming, you will be writing some code, line of codes, but few times you want to pass the value, special value at the time of runtime only. While running the cases, while running the program, you want to pass the value. So that time you will be using this input special case. Or you're defining something you want user to enter it. So this is the input one. So in 2.7, the format is raw underscore input, and then you have whatever you want to start with the braces and then close with and enter now all those things. Usually, what the print statement how it will look like. So this is something like it will be pass. You will be passing. User is asking to pass a value at the time of running the script. Output. Output is a print statement directly. So this is the output. Actually, output means the print statement. Whatever the print is, just hello, how are you? So this is the output. In 2.0, yeah, yeah. There is a difference in print. Actually, print statement in 2.7, there is no need of close and open and close braces. But in 3.0, in 3.0, you should be mentioning that it is a statement. It is something. It's a statement. In the 3.0, they have defined something differently. That is why you need to use as close open braces and close bracket. Sorry, close bracket, open bracket and close bracket. Hope these things got clear. Variables assignment. Variable is something one name.
Sir, a request. Can you increase the font size, please?
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So now it's fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's good. Thank you.
See, this is the one type of error we'll be getting because syntax error because I have not mentioned anything. So I got a syntax error because A and B is not defined. There is no value of A and B before executing it. Because of that, so it is giving us syntax error. So if I say A equal to input, we'll use all the A is equal to something 10. Now B equal to 20. If print is greater 1. Yes, we have defined only one condition, because of that it's not giving. If I mention it is something here we have not passed. See here why there is a issue. This is again the syntax error. Why there is a syntax error? Any guess? Because I have used different punctuations here. See, this is different and this is. You should be using same, whichever you want to use, but it should be both. Anything, because this indentation is not proper. There now I will get indentation error. Okay, first only it is because it's there in the first, A is less than. If I mention here A is greater than B, then this statement is false. So now it comes to here. So indentation won't be there. Because of that, indentation fail should be there. So going forward, we'll see how actually indentation is very important on this. So just remember, indentation is very important, whether be it on 4 space or a tab. Usually use tab. What are the types? Okay, integers. There are different integers, strings, and booleans. We'll go one by one. What is integer? Integer is already you know in the C as well. Integer is just a value, 1, 2, 3, 4, something like that. Here, what are the types of integer we'll be seeing? We'll see all those things. Numbers, strings. Number will have two types, right? One is integer, another is float. Integer is something. This is the integer type, right? If I mention here so this is float. See, these are the basic one. Basic whatever the C supports, here also in the Python will supporting the same thing. So just like how the C is working, like there is integer types, different types of integer. One is numbering, and then another is float number, right? Integer number and float numbers. Float is something 0.0. So decimal wise, how it look. So there is some to access those things also. We have some special cases we can access the up to the digit level, like 000110 something, how it will be used. So you'll be seeing exactly in the programs while writing programs you'll come to know how it will be used actually, how to access till the digits and all. We'll have some assignment on these things actually. See in this there is no issue, because you'll be see here what I am just checking is if so it is indentation is properly. Here there is a difference in this. See the indentation of last one, so you'll get an indentation error for this one. Whether I will get indentation or not. I'll get an indentation error. Sorry, 1 second. Unexpected indentation. See here, because we have not used proper spaces between the whatever we are defining. See here, it will giving us a, here is the problem. So if we say this one, if I make this one, now again you see, same thing, indentation error. So in Python, you should be using indentation properly. So then only your things will work properly. Usually, indentation why is very important in C language. You will be using something like this, right? And then some close braces. Here in this, we don't have that option, so it is just a text-based one. So we'll be using very simple way to understand all those things. Because of that, indentation is very important. Colon start with indentation. There is a multi-line comment as well. So yesterday only we see. One more thing is here, something we need to work is like passing a value at the time of command line arguments. So these things will cover in the like in the functions when you are using functions and classes, right? Class programs and function. We'll work on more on that part. So now come back to this one, numbers. So usually, what are the numbers? So integers, right? Integers are two types. One is number. These are data types. What are the data types available in Python? So Python is having different data types: integers, strings, tuples, dictionary. We'll see one by one all those in the list. These are some different chapter itself. So we'll go through more on. But remember, this is in a C. Usually, how the C is supporting, but few things are more. String. What I will show you is string. This is integer, right? As earlier we just was seeing, this is the float. There are two types of thing. Now it is a float. Strings. Strings nothing but the name, whatever will be defining. This is also the variable. So variable name like now string is this Raj. I have defined my name. String is a string. So you have a different type of means accessing. How the accessing will be done? There will be different topic altogether to access the each value, whatever the Raj 3 words, right? Now we have to want to only R, want to A, want only J. We can access all those things. Something called slicing will come that in list actually. So once we'll going for list, so we'll see all those things. So again, imaginary and real part, right? The this is the real part and imaginary. How the float is defined: normal integer, one second. If should be same. The question one which I asked, right? The people ask question, this is the answer. So any more questions? If there is, if there is no questions, we can go ahead with system. When you try, you won't get anything. So try it and note down the questions and come back to us. Will more helpful to you people. So control flow functions, right? While writing the programs for them, you will see how what are the Boolean functions will be supporting. True and false, how it will be used in the writing the programs. How will be used those two things. True, when having a true, if something true, then we'll be executing some line of statements, right? Same thing for false. If it is false, then we'll be executing some kind of other statements. So coming back to chapter 2, it's having operator and expressions. In the operator, what are the operators it will be support in the Python? So as you people are already aware of C, what are the C functions, how those operators will be supported. Here also same thing. There are different type. Arithmetic operators, comparison, that is relation operators, assignment, just for assignmenting, logical operator, and bitwise operators for bitwise using the bitwise operations. For bitwise it will be like something 0 1. So membership operators, this is something called membership, where it is there or in or not. If something like in, not in, these are the two membership operator. Identity is also something is, not, is and is not. So there are extra things compared to C languages. Operators in one place. When you're doing some complex numbering, when you're doing some complex operations, so if you have all the arithmetic, what is the priority, how it will has to execute from the right or left, and what is if the same precedence, how those things will be seen. Relations. So these one by will go through one by one. So numbers, we just gone through. Numbers is like, in number also you will have something called I forgot here one more thing. Here if you want, see, is name, the right? If you want to know the type of variable it is, you need to type name. It gives you string. So this is the string. The main name variable is having string. So if you want to know what are the operations supported by the strings, so just mention dir str. So it will give you the complete supported methods. What are the information can be support. See, whatever start with the 2 underscore, leave it because it is internal to Python. So only the other things you have to take it, like capitalize, center, count of the string, decode. These we'll see in the chapter special. We'll be seeing in those things. These things will be we'll see in what you call strings and some regular expression things. There will be seeing all the methods, how it will be used and all those things. So remember, if you want to know the type of variable, which is the type, so if you need to only mention type and the variable name. If you want to know what are the operation it supports, you need to mention, you need to give dir and the name of type. So it will give you all the operation support. These are the methods it will supporting. On a string, we can operate these things. We can join string 1, string 2, we can use those things. So one more is, if you want any help, the type itself in the string only, you need to dir help, it will give all the help about the string. So we'll see. So it will work it. This is zero indexing, okay? H, if you want to access H, it will be zero indexing. First will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, n, n minus 1. So if you want to come back from minus, you need to start with minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. What it will give you? It will give you the last word. The space is also considered as one word. So this is also the line in one word. So this is something like a string operation. So how you want to access the string and you want to access each element in the string and the length of that. So those will be supported operation by string. Start with the third word and end with fifth word. See here 0, 1, 2. So we'll be starting 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fifth is space. So this will give you this much. 2 to from 2 to n minus 1. So it will be the sixth one. 5 minus 1, 4. Here is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 will be the your result. Like this, you can access. This is called slicing actually. How you will be slicing, how the operation like will go on. There are so many different type of operations we can work on strings. If you only want only single word, we can use it from zero indexing. If you want particular length of words, it can be done from using this operator colon. So strings are among us the most popular types in Python because most of the time you will be working on strings. See maximum whatever operation we will be doing, right? See like what we will be doing most of the time we will be writing the program to find out a string in the log. If you suppose if you are working for testing team, you will be what your testing team will be do log analysis. So for log analysis, most of the time it will be on your string operations, whatever the string, whether it is find the string, if this the string is there, then replace with some other things. So all those things, point out only those string, find out how many numbers, all those will be working on strings only. See here how the access will be done. Mention dir here. If you mention dir of string, so these are the supported methods, means these are the operations we can work on strings. See now our string is, what is our string is hello world. If I want to see that is digit, this will give you true or false. Here I mentioned differently, so I need to is not defined. So what I have to do is a equal to is digit of str1. So now it will give you whether it is true or false. I'm missing something. See here. So there is methods. Okay. Object. This is the object we define. String is somewhere. This is the object we have created. So how the two types of accessing the methods. This is the method. Dot method, whichever you will be buying. So these will be more we'll see in actually in the functions actually. So how the function is working when you're writing a function programs or some class programs, we'll see all those is access method. What are the access methods available in Python? Object dot method or method dot object. There are two things. One is object dot method and method dot object. So we'll see these in functions. Hope till now this is very clear for you guys. String operations, whatever we have seen is string operations is digit, whether it is a digit or not. Dot digit. So lower, whether it is all cases will be converted into lower, whatever we have like right. Suppose is strip. Stripping means so length. Length gives you the number of characters. Length of string. What is our string? Here, hello world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The space is also counted as a one single letter, single character. So it will give you length. So there are different things it can be used. String concatenation. So it is string 1, string 2. If I str2 is how are you? So if I want to adjoin both the things, concatenation. So what I will do is just one variable str1 plus str2. Now equal to becomes, it will add both the things, it will convert. If you want add a space, see there is a, you need to add that as well as character. Str1 plus space. For space you need to add like this, then str2. Just see the difference between how the above one is given. The just check what is the output. Now we'll come to know how the different is. See here. Here both are concatenated without the space because we have not mentioned anything. So whatever the words are there, it will just merge it. So here in this, we added the space in between. So hello world, how are you? So these are the two different strings. See, there are different type of string operation. Most of them will be covered in writing the programs in the functions and classes. All methods will be covered over there, or maximum most of the things will be covered over in regular expression chapter, plus writing the functions, writing the classes. There you will see string operation, because in more Python means in the most of the time this whatever PPT I am referring you, it will be said to all the people. So no worries, we'll share this PPT afterwards. So coming back to this, actually we are somewhere here only in the strings only. We have not moved to operators. So operators, will go through operators. See, type of operators, what are we have seeing is of arithmetic, right? Python language support the following type of operators. What are those? Arithmetic operators, comparison operators, assignment operators, logical operator, bitwise, membership operator, identity operator. Arithmetic means it is whatever the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, percentage, modulus, mode, and one more is float, exponent, and then modulus. The floor division, sorry, it we call floor division. So we'll see one by one how it will be different actually. So we'll be seeing all those things. I'll So comparison means just comparing, right? Whether it is equal to or not equal to. Assignment means assigning the value. Logical is something like whether it is true, false, and or. Those bitwise is bitwise operation. The bitwise operation is very, very rarely used. This is only in the image processing it will be used. When you have some images, one, two, and it will be converted to some Unicode characters, and then it will become that again change into bitwise, and then they will be comparing and all this. So bitwise operator is more, not most of the time it won't be used. It will be used in images where we have something called image operations. Membership, the membership, whether it is there in the loop, whether in or not in. When in means it is there. A in A to Z means I am just checking whether A alphabet, A character is in between the A to Z or not. So identity operator, something is or not, whatever we are saying, right? Whether it is a digit or not digit. So whether it is string or not string. So this one. Multiplication, division, percentage, and then there is one more is mod, modulus, and the floor division. So we'll see one by one. So A is equal to 10. I'm just taking two variables. As you already know this one, so there is no need to I'm just giving you something C. So A plus B. Now star, this is multiplication. So this is A by B, division. Because it's B is greater, so we'll be getting the same, this one. Now what I'll do is, so what is there now? 2, because 20 by 10 is 2. So now one more operator. So here you will see floor division is something, okay. I'll give some expression how it will be worked actually. A1 equal to 10.0, B1 equal to something 5, F equal to A1 by B1. Now see, the floor division means the whatever the you have a float, right? Float is mentioned in the first denominator. In the first one, A1 is 10.0. So that will maintain in the floor division. Floor division something like which meant it gives you the float value as well. Usually, what is the C value now? 5.g. So whatever it meant, but here you are only maintaining the numerator, whatever it is there, that is maintained. It will maintain a float. See, it will be the same thing, whatever the flow division is doing. Modulus. So modulus is the remainder, whatever the remainder left with the division. So now the C value 1 because the remainder is 1. So if we do reverse, now what we'll get? 3 because the left word whatever the remainder will be using, right, 30.333, the last digit it will be maintaining that one. So this is modulus. Exponential is just like so now C value is 100. So exponential is square, this one squaring, the squaring of that one. So exponential. So these are the arithmetic operators. A plus B, A minus B, A plus A into B, A by B, A modulus B, and then A explanation B. So again modulus. So all those. Now coming back to comparison. So how the comparison is happened? The comparison is these are compare value on either side of them. Decide the relation among them. There are relational operators. How many relation operator? Equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. These are the one. So we'll see. We'll see one by one. So these are the same. These are the same thing which we support in C as well. So like that only we will work. So you guys already aware of this one. See A equal to B because I mentioned it. It's A less A equal to A less than equal to B. It is true because A is 10, B is 10. So like this, all the operator will be worked. So what we'll get if this one is true because A is not equal to B. A is 10, B is 10. So now B equal to 10. So we'll see. So this will give false because both are equal. So these are the comparison operators. If the value of two operands are equal, either side of the operands are two equal, so it will give you equal. Hope this will be very clear because it's same as whatever we used to in C. So there is no extra things on this. So we'll move on to next one, assignment operators. Assigning the value, okay, here equal to assigning the value means assigning from right side to the left side operand. So what is right side? Right side will be value something. So it will be assigned to back to left side. So here the same very simple one. So we take as this one equal to means C equal to A plus B. So it will plus first it will add these two and then it will assign that value to C. Plus and add and equal to. So this means first it will increase it, then um, it will pass that value to the left side operand. C plus equal to A means A is 10. Now A equal to A plus C plus A, whatever the C is having right value, that plus A. So it again assigned to this side. The same thing minus. First it will minus it and then it will assign to C. Multiplication and equal to C into A equal. So same thing. All first it will do right side operand, right side operation, and then assign it to the left side operator. So maximum time we'll be using this plus equal to and minus equal to, means you'll be minusing the some value and then assigning to same operator. So in some programs while writing, right, when we want to digits, so we want to increase one by one, so that moment we will be using this one, plus equal to or minus equal to. You define something called a equal to 0 first. So we want to increment. If comparing the words in a string, so it will convert into digit and it will work on those things. So bit by bit, we compare bit by bit. A and B is, it will give how in in the you people might be in binary, right? Some basic electronic sessions. The basic electronic subject will be working on most of the time that digitalization, this one, right? Bit operation, how it will be works. The same thing. Most of the time bitwise operation is not used, only used in image processing, some cases. So what are the logical operators? Logical operators are three. One is and or not. We'll be using for bit image things. We'll be using bitwise. So means it will converting those into bit operators. Means bitwise 0 1 0 1. Then doing your operations. Okay. Next is logical operators. Logical is something like where you will be want to true and false. So it give only true and false value. So if both are true, then the condition becomes true. A and B. If or is something like any one of them is true, so your condition becomes true. Not, it is just opposite of your whatever the AND operator will do. Not A and B is false. So I'll explain these in example as well, but before that we'll go by this membership. Membership operator is something like it will be used in a sequence. Okay, the Python membership operator test for membership in sequence. See, you have a string or you have a list. List means there is some number, right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 in 10. Example, take a 10. So it will be 1 to 10. So you want to know whether within the 10 list, if any one operator, any one value is there or not. So in operator is used. That is a membership. Membership means you have a group of value, in that you want to check it. So it will evaluate whether it is true or false. Nothing more than that. I'll show you in example as well. So in this one command line, so you'll get to know exactly how it will be. Not in, just opposite. So these, see, in is mostly used in for loop operation, else, if else, when you want to work on the strings, list, tuples. So you have you have a student list, you have a EC branch, some 40 students are there. So you have 40 students. There are some names are there. So you want to know whether this guy is this guy is student, whatever the one guy, he's there in those 40 number or not. So that is used in operator, not in, just opposite. So like this, there is one more operator is identity operator. Identity, it is true. It evaluates the true if the variable on either side of the operator point to the same object. Identity operator compare the memory location. So is, see, string is string, right? Unicode characters. Number is just a digit. It can be anything. So you want to check whether a string is, the is operator will be used most of the x is y. You want to see id of x equal to id of y. So how it will be? It will compare memory location of the two objects. You have two objects. You want to see those two objects whether equal or not. So is not same. Like x is, you have x is a string, y is a number. So you want to see whether x is y. because string and number, so it is not there. It gives false value. So likewise, is not, just opposite of that one. See, if you want string 1, string 2, string 1 is string 2, means it will compare both the location, how many memory allocated location. So if it is there, then it will say it is there. Here, A is B, A is 20 and B is 20. If A is B, so you have the same identity. It means that is pass. A is B because 20 is the object variable, it is assigned, and that variable names are two different variable names, A and B. Both are pointing towards memory location which is having the value 20. So like this it will be worked. So ID of A equal to ID of B, both are same. So it given some example over there. Okay, B is taken one more example is there? No, because it's having something different. So that location is not same. This is the identity operator and the membership operator. So we'll see like A is 10, right? B is 10. So now A and B. So what it will give? A and B both are true. Because of that, its value is same. Here what is C is 100. It gives the 100 value, the more value. So I'll write it in file and then I will show it how it will be. So what I have written is I have taken two variables A equal to 10, B equal to 20. We have a list of value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I am checking first is A is the 10, right? 10 is the number digit. So I am checking that whether the digit is available in the list. A in list means list operator I am using. So what it will use? It is there or not? It will give. So it is not there. Else I am printing not available because it is not there. So if it is there, I am printing it is in the lines. If it's not there, I am printing it's not there. So like that, both in and not in is used. We'll execute this, we'll come to know exactly how it will be. See, line 1 is A is not available because our list contains 1, 2, 3, 5. But our variable is what variable we are comparing? A is 10. So same thing, it is reverse way. B is not available in the given list in the second one. Line 3, what A is available because we change the A value equal to some list, whatever list number we have, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A equal to 2. So whether A is available in that list or not. So operator used. So see, these things will be very clear when you are using functions, when you are writing functions, function using the functions when you are making one program. So suppose like, okay, it's 100 numbers are there, means 100 students, what do you call 100 students profile is available. So you want to know one profile. So at that time it will be used all those things. So you come to know when you are writing a program actually, so that in operator most of the time it will be in and not in is used. Is also used. Hope identity operator. So same thing what I told is like whether this ID of those memory location will be checked whether it is there or not there. Okay. A and B have same identity because A equal to 10, B equal to 10. Okay. Here also you change, right? Some value A equal to and B equal to the same identity. A and B do not have the same identity because we change the value. So both the value location will be changed. See, when there is a value is assigned means one object is created. One object means there is one memory location is created. So two variables pointing to the same object which is having a memory location. So A and B, when you are comparing A equal to 20 and B equal to 20, so those two pointing towards single object. So here something I'll show you in this way. A equal to 20, B equal to 20. Okay. So here see, if you see this one, so what we'll do, I will just, here there is one global value, it is created, right? Now B is created. So something is ఇక్కడ మనం object create
ఇది వేరియబుల్స్ కదా వేరియబుల్స్ క్రియేట్ అవ్వము దీంట్లో జస్ట్ పైథాన్లో డిక్టేటర్లో స్టోర్ చేసుకుంటే డిఫరెంట్ డిఫరెంట్ బట్ డిఫరెంట్ వాల్యూస్ ఏమంటే ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ కావు మధ్యలో డిస్కనెక్షన్స్ బాగా
okay. On this, how it will be used? Usually it will show one object is created for 20 and then it will point it. I'll see whether I'm using some different path or not sure, but I will check and I'll come back to on this. I'll show you actually how if there is a value A equal to 20 means you have one variable, two different variable pointing to the same value. So it will create only one value object and then it point to those two variables will be pointing towards only single object where the location is there. So I'll show you that one sometime in next classes. So I hope this is clear, right? Now we'll go for some questions. Identity operator. Okay. The next session we'll go for this one. So expressions, order of evaluation, how the order will see, all comes in same wise. Okay, plus minus all those things, how the order of preference will be given and how that evaluation will be done. So expressions and order of evaluation we'll see in the next sessions. So now I'll take up questions. So if you have any questions, just write down in. If you have any questions, we'll answer. Or so suppose there is a 10